had 5 girls, she'd be like, up, all y'all get in the shower.
Mike. Man, Mike.
I'm gonna come hug you right now. I'm coming to hug you. Big hug. Get everyone to love each other.
Now this the motherfucker though. See, this the motherfucker.
We had 5.
Don't be making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight. Don't be making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. When I'm drunk, you're gonna keep going. Count out loud. Count out loud. Meek, because you got your beat in tennis. You got your keep going. Count out loud. Count out loud.
30.
Can't, huh?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42.
Keep going. Keep going.
7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat on your buddy hops. They suck. Your buddy hops suck. You got 200.
What's the deal? It's your boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Back again with another video. And these dudes must have thought we forgot about all the YAG stuff they did and how they was on that plane and the blankets giggling. And these are the guys who're supposed to be running Atlanta, running hip-hop, wrongfully influencing our youth, supposed to be gangsters. These guys are not gangsters. These guys bend over. They drop the soap. These guys, these Caucasoid males, do whatever they want to them, whenever they want to them. But they'll come in front of the black community and put out this image. And these images like this, we'll forget. And it's my job to remind y'all who these guys truly are and what's going on. And I chose Meek Mill and Lil Baby because I remember seeing them on the plane together in that blanket. And I noticed every time, I want y'all to pay attention. Next time you listen to your Spotify, Apple Music, and you're just letting it play, if after a Lil Baby song, a Meek Mill song will play, and after a Meek Mill song, a Lil Baby song plays. That's why they were on that plane, to get on these playlists and to get favoritism from the industry. The guys who really run the shots and call the shots are never seen, and we do see them there for a brief period of time doing YAG stuff with these guys. And these dudes are supposed to be gangsters. You see he's there with Young Thug. Young Thug's probably one of the biggest sellouts in hip-hop of all time. Probably top 5 of the stuff that he's done. And Lil Baby's funny. Like I said, these guys portray that they're gangsters. This is one of his lyrics. Real gangster, I ain't rocking no nail polish. You ain't rocking no nail polish, but you be getting drunk hugs from Caucasoid males. You would accept drunk hugs. You'd be hugged up with guys at the all-white party. You'd be up under a blanket with Meek Mill on a plane. You join the Mile High Club. I didn't see no females on that plane. So you were in the Mile High Club with those guys getting drunk hugs, and he's telling you he's going to hug you. But you a real gangster. You ain't rocking no nail polish. I ain't gonna lie, boss man. I don't know. I'd rather you rock the nail polish than I would rather you do neither. But to be hugged up like that, if I had to choose my son, say my son just wanted to do it for a style thing, nail polish cool, rock and roll, but that's the stuff you was doing was absurd. Now let's go into Meek Mill. Meek Mill is another one of these sellout dudes who sold out since he came in. And I'm going to show y'all a similarity that you probably overlooked, which is the bald face and beard ritual that Meek Mill and Lil Baby both took a part of. And I'm shooting off the hip. This is something that I came up with. This is my own theory. But both of these guys seem to have a lot of airplay on these different platforms, especially music platforms. And they're not popping. Like, nobody's talking about Meek Mill and Lil Baby, but they're seeming to get a lot of play. And Meek Mill most definitely needs his own independent breakdown. As you've seen, he was just throwing up one of their secret brotherhood hand gestures. But if you look at Meek Mill's early career, he came in with a bald face, and the dude could grow a beard. Now, some people are saying, Dwayne, what about when guys come in with a beard? Those guys didn't get picked for the program. Meek Mill got picked for the program. That's why he got the girlfriend, Nicki Minaj. Look, bald face. Could grow a beard. Probably could grow a full beard at that age. Why is he shaving his face? Because he was in the program. When you join the military, you got to shave your face. You know, then when you join these certain people, when you become an apprentice in the ranks of the industry, you have to start with a bald face. And you also see Meek Mill there rocking the brotherhood checkerboard pattern as well. Now, did we ever ask why Lil Baby and James Harden was hanging out? That's a weird friendship, wasn't it? Nobody never sat back and said, why is Lil Baby and James Harden hanging out all of a sudden? They're just friends? Nah. James Harden was the one selected to put Lil Baby on. James Harden was the one to groom him into the industry. James Harden has the beard. That was his relationship. You have to have a relationship with an older male, and Little Baby got picked for the program. Now, I guarantee you in 5, 6, 7 years, Little Baby, he's probably going to grow a beard out, a full beard out of nowhere. Watch. A few years from now, Little Baby's going to have chin straps and all that. And early in his career, he never had any sign of facial hair. But why was Little Baby all of a sudden just hanging out with James Harden? Look what James Harden has on. He looks like somebody who just got done doing a ritual. Look where they're at. They're out in France. Oh, the celebrities just dress weird. James Harden was probably one of the head leaders of some type of ritual that Little Baby was part of. And you see there in that image right there, they're doing the one-eye symbolism. And I always looked, I'm like, why is Little Baby and James Harden hanging out? And you see, Little Baby rocking the all red. You know what that all red symbolizes? It symbolizes the blood. Lets you know they got split open, and also symbolizes Satan. And he rocking the man purse. Meek Mill went through a similar transition when he first came in. Rick Ross had the beard. Meek Mill had the bald face. And when Meek Mill was allowed to wear his beard full, that's when he graduated, right? And look, as soon as he came in the game, bald face. Wale was never part of the program. When has Wale ever been popping? He probably had a few hits here and there, but Wale has always been underground. Wale didn't get picked for the program. Meek Mill picked for the program. Bald face, and he could grow a beard. And you see how close Rick Ross is to him. And you see Little Baby is also rocking the all red as well. Means he got split open. I'm telling y'all, everything they do is symbolic. Now, the term for the beard and bald face relationship comes from the term pederasty. And it is a sexual relationship between an adult man and a boy. It was socially acknowledged practice in ancient Greece and Rome and elsewhere in the world, such as Mahi, Japan, however you say that. And if you look back at those times, you will see the paintings where it was always a young boy and a grown man. There was an infatuation with lusting over younger boys. That's where makeup came from. So when the boy got older, they could rosy their cheeks out to make them look more younger and childlike. They had an infatuation with that in those times. And that's why it's still going on to today, because Greeks, Rome, the J.E. Dubs have a heavy influence over the United States culture. Now, why was HS so common in ancient Greece? As others have stated, sex in ancient Greece was an accepted act of power, so an older man having sex with a young man was a matter of reinforcing the patriarchal and diplomatic hierarchy of their society. It was also viewed more as a mentor-mentee relationship and a rite of passage for young men. The most common form of same-sex relationship between elite males in Greece was pederasty. It was a relationship between an older male and an adolescent youth. A boy was considered a boy until he was able to grow a full beard. In Athens, the older man was called Erastes. So that's why y'all see this dynamic. Rick Ross was the mentor here. He mentored Meek Mill. And it's like I said, it's a rite of passage. So if you're going through this little relationship with the older male, it's a rite of passage to get to where you need to go to the next step. Why was Little Baby hanging out with James Harden? James Harden was the one with the full beard. And some people say, Dwayne, they were probably just homies. And an NBA player and a rapper just randomly hanging out. Come on, man. James Harden was the one who mentored Little Baby into the next step of being in the industry. Now, the J.E. Dubs and Greek have a long relationship. The relationship between the J.E. Dubs and Greeks is marked by a long and complex history, including periods of coexistence, cultural exchange, and conflict. With the J.E. Dubs communities in Greece, particularly the Romanians and the communities playing significant roles in Greek society and culture. So the J.E. Dubs have a history with Greek. That's why the J.E. Dubs who run the music industry partake in this particular behavior with the bald face and beard ritual that they have to go through. All right. Now, here's some other ones. Y'all can pause this and read this if you want, about the different key aspects between the connections between Greek and Jewish. And the society we live in now is heavily influenced by Greece, the democracy we live in. So political and government influence democracy. The Greeks pioneered the concept of democracy, with citizens directly participating in government through voting and assemblies. This concept greatly influenced the American founders, who sought to create a government based on popular sovereignty. So if ideas like democracy came from Greece, what makes y'all think that the idea of the man-boy lover or the bald-faced beard ritual would not get passed down as well. All right, and the Vatican City, the world's smallest independent nation, states the seats of Roman Catholic Church is located in Rome. So Rome and Greece are always being connected. I know they're two different places, but when you think Rome, you think Greece. I know there's two separate places. I'm just letting y'all know the Vatican is one of the places that controls the entire United States. All right, ancient Greece and Rome, while distinct, had a profound and lasting influence on each other. With Rome heavily influenced by Greek culture and ideas, and both civilizations laying the foundation for Western civilization. I'm just going to show y'all a few images of ancient Greek pederasty. And let me see if y'all see a few similarities. All right, you see bald-faced dude, your boy, man with a beard. All right, bald face, beard. And some of these pictures are wild, like wild. I hope they don't get me flagged or anything. But yeah, this stuff is going on throughout history. And it's a common practice. And I'm guaranteed it's still done today. Start paying attention to more artists and start looking and seeing the connection. Like, oh, okay, he has the beard, he has the bald face. And then once they graduate, they can fully rock their beard. They done been transitioned, you know, to their new awakening. All right, like I said, look at Meek Mill's beginning career. Bald face. Wale was allowed to rock the goatee because he did not get picked for the program. And, you know, he's throwing them devil horns up right. I didn't even know he was doing that. Dang, caught in HD. When I first put that picture, I didn't know. But yeah, Wale most definitely sipped juice. But he ain't sip enough juice to be in Meek Mill's level. Yeah, you can sip juice, be part of the program. You can sip juice, be a part of the function, but you won't be in the program. You know what I'm saying? You can get to go to the game, you get to go to the parties, but you don't be the one picked to be at the shows and stuff. And Wale wasn't picked, Meek Mill was picked. That's why his career went the way it is. That's why Meek Mill has a bigger career. Who's a better rapper? Wale's way better than Meek Mill. But who's the bigger artist? Meek Mill. And now look, Meek Mill graduated. He can rock his full beard now. And I guarantee you, he could have grown that beard way back when. He probably could have been grew that beard. You know how many young boys I know now, 21, 22 years old, growing a full beard? But he wasn't allowed to rock it because he was in the bald face ritual program. And now look at him. Fully graduated, can rock braids now with Rick Ross, right? Now, this is his artist. Tanfia. I don't know how you say it. Tafia. Look at his face. This is a Dream Tracer artist. The one with the dreads to the right. Look at him. Bald face. No facial hair. Look, he got a pizza box and everything with a triangle and a symbol on the middle of it. He's most definitely sipping juice. Wherever this young man is, Meek Mill's getting down with. Look at him. Bald face. Checkerboard pattern on the shirt. This young boy is most definitely getting down. And he's a Dream Chaser artist. I just never heard of him. I just did a quick search on him. And I want to look at some of Meek Mill's artists. Look, talks about meeting Meek Mill and signed to Dream Chasers. So at least y'all know that I really went and researched that he was signed. But this young boy also went through the same steps. Look, doing the vow of silence. Meek Mill got him in, but he's rocking the bald face. And I was like, Dwayne, what if they just can't grow facial hair? Just because you can't grow facial hair don't mean you don't go through the program. Birdman never rocked a beard, but he went through the program. You just keep a bald face. Look at that, Meek Mill. Throwing devil horns. But yeah, Meek Mill and Lil Baby are two guys who parade around on the internet like they're these tough guys, and the most 90% of your rappers do it. Y'all hurt my feelings when I found out Lil Wayne was doing the stuff that he does. You know, Lil Wayne's still a great rapper. We still love your music, but I wish they can cut out this image that they give off. Just be a regular dude, man. You know, they all trying to put out this gangster tough stuff. This is the stuff that the kids ride to. This is what the YNs listen to. Calling yourself a gangster, trying to be hard for the cameras, but on planes, getting drunk hugs, bunny hopping on tennis courts. And these are the guys who set the image for our youth. These are the guys that everybody flocks to, everybody respects, and nobody else sees it. But I see it. Y'all can't fool me. Both of these dudes are guilty of going through the ranks or going through the bald face ritual. Now I guarantee you in a few years, Lil Baby's gonna grow a beard. And if he's just one of those guys who can't grow a beard, just because you can't grow one don't mean it go through the bald face phase. So he had his mentor. And when y'all see him with the person with the beard, that lets you know what it is. But this is something that's been going on for years throughout Greek, and I really hope y'all like this video. Let me know if y'all need anything else. Like I said, we'll be working on some other breakdowns especially when there's not a lot of things trending. This is the perfect time for me to sit down and start making stuff. So let me know other video y'all want me to upload and create for you. It's the boy Dwayne McClain. Oh, last thing. If you need promotion, hit my email, patrock1982@gmail.com. I'm back doing commercials and back shouting out channels. So hit my email. Let's talk business. I'll work with your budget. Hit my email, patrock1982@gmail.com. Let y'all be safe. I'm out. chicken, I said that I wouldn't. I know they looking at all my biz. My bed to cooking the women, I'm pulling your girlfriend got taken with all my wrists. My life is a movie, it's rated R. Your girlfriend be choosing, don't make it hard. Your bitch, he proving that he a star. She took off the rubber, she wanted raw. I did that girl dirty, that girl was a rolling, but damn it, she get some good head. I popped up her 30, I popped up her 30, goddamn it, your big eyes red. I want me some drugs for 74th Street, I need me some sin. I need me some Perkins, some Vicodin, I need me some 20. That book of sugar got me on 100, I know that she wanted my dumb in front of it. I pop the jigger, pass to my nigga, I pour me some liquor, young P.A. will get it. I get the wig and then whipping and getting this chicken, this shit is not minimum wage. Wishing I didn't have so many devilish ways, I'm wasting my days. Fucking crop face, I know 121 ways. If it's your money, don't buy the new J's. Can't have a conscience, you cannot be faced. Hitting parlays, many men. Well, a lot of y'all fish are not really friends. Hang around niggas that wanna win, and hang around bitches that wanna win. B.A.B. chicken, I said that I wouldn't. I know they looking at all my biz. My bed to cooking the women, I'm pulling your girlfriend got taken with all my wrists. My life is a movie, it's rated R. Your girlfriend be choosing, don't make it hard. Your P.A. he showing why he a star. She took off the rubber, she wanted raw. I did that girl dirty, that girl was a brother, but damn, she get some good head. I popped up her 30, I popped up her 30, goddamn it, young P.A. eyes red. I want me some drugs for 74th Street, I want me some silly sin. I want me some Perkins, some Vicodin, I want me some 20.